Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I told you guys we're going to be doing some cool things, so yes, I picked up a Red Sea Reefer 350 for beginner hobbyists. That's right, we have the beast over here, and I really feel like a lot of people are intimidated by such a large aquarium. I'm really well known for having huge aquariums and doing it big. Because of that reason, I told you that I was going to be doing some really cool things, trying to help out the community on their level of doing things. Particularly, I'm more interested in even new hobbyists that don't have maybe the space for such large aquariums, that only have 3 foot to 4 foot spaces to put an aquarium to get into this hobby. And because of that, it motivated me to want to break it down to a smaller system. I've talked about many times how things can be scaled up, can be scaled down. Now, with that being said, we do have the JBJ over here that we will be getting rid of. Eventually, glass is dirty and stuff like that. But the JBJ is going to be going. So this wall here is going to have more tanks. So 3 more tanks. Now each one of these tanks are going to be something different. You guys are going to help me out with that. But first, let's turn around this camera so you can take a look at the new Red Sea Reefer 350 and talk a little bit what we need and what we need to do. Alright, now you're going to see a lot of reflection in the mirror, all that stuff, or in the glass should I say. Don't mind that. Right now we're concentrating on this beautiful Red Sea Reefer 350. As you guys can see, we are going with their lights. I think it's very important that we test out their lights to see what these lights are capable of doing. I must say, this is pretty nice. So let's talk about my initial thoughts of this system. Alright, now this is a beautiful system. I'm going to be honest with you, I love it. I really do. It's really clean looking. Alright, it does come with its own, excuse the noise, sump. Alright, so we've plumbed all their stuff like they, have it. You got your, where you got your filter socks, water drains down, full siphon emergency drain. You do have a weir here, a section. Come on, let's focus. There we go. Section here for whatever it is. I don't know if you want to do Chato, some kind of whatever, part of your filtration, protein skimmer, what have you. Bubble trap basically return. This does come with a float ball, so you can set up some kind of ATL. Alright, so with that being said, this is the basics of it. It does come with another glass tank that goes up here for your RODI resin. You have a section over here that you could put all your power strips or whatever it is that you need power wise over here to run this system, and controllers and stuff like that. With that being said, this system here is really strictly for beginners, people that ain't been in the hobby long, to follow along. I think it's so important. And like I said, I really think that people think that you could just get away with certain things because, Rico, you have a large system. And yes, I can get away with a lot more because of a larger system. But that doesn't mean that you can't neither. It's all about understanding how much you can do and cannot do, and understanding that your hands are basically a lot of our worst enemy. Meaning, we're a sucker for our fish. We're a sucker for our animals. We love to feed them a lot. We love to feed them every time we walk past the aquarium. They're there to greet us. These are our animals. These are our pets. It's very important for me to go through the proper steps of setting up one of 3 aquariums that I plan on doing for you guys. Now, with that being said, I am using their lights. Their lights will be ran on this system. Okay? Don't mind the room in there. We'll talk about frags and all that later. But we need a lot on this system. And what I mean is, I don't have heaters. I don't have power heads. I don't have return pump. I don't have protein skimmer or any of these things. That's where you guys come in. This system, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think we should do with it? What would you like to see when it comes to mechanical stuff? Things that are there to help run the system. Now, I am going to stick with their lights because they're new. And I want to know what these lights are capable of doing. How good are these lights? What's the controllability? What's the par? What's the spread? What's all that stuff? You guys are going to be the ones pretty much dictating what we're going to do. These are going to be 4 different tanks, and they're going to be experimental. All right. When it comes to certain parts, these are going to be review tanks. Putting different things on them. See how they run. How the tank reacts to them. To all the things that you guys really want to know before you actually go out and spend your hard-earned money on buying something that might not be right for you, or just right, period. It might be crap. I don't know. So that's what we're going to do. I need you guys to really listen to what I have to say here. I don't know what type of aquarium this is going to be. Meaning, I don't know if it's going to be an SPS. I don't know if it's going to be a softie. I don't know if it's going to be a mixed reef. I have no idea. That's, once again, where you guys come in. What would you like to see with this aquarium? What type of corals would you want to see in here? Would you want a mixed reef? Would you want an SPS diamond? Would you want a softie tank? It's really all up to you guys. What type of heaters, what type of pumps, what type of ATO, what type of flow pumps within the aquarium, any of that. What type of rock would you guys like to have or see in here? From Tunga to, real reef rock, carrot seed life rock, whatever the case may be. Sand, no sand, I have something that I'm probably going to be using, a certain bacteria. I'm going to talk about that later. Definitely certain type of bacteria to cycle this aquarium. What kind of controller? Should it be a controller? Should we add an apex to this? Should we not add an apex to this? What should we do with this aquarium? I'm honestly going to leave this all up to you guys. I have a lot of things that I would love to see, but I have this over here to maintain. This is my baby. She's back up and running perfectly. Everything is thriving. Everything is loving life at the moment. So I really don't want to do much with that. This is my baby here, and these other 4 tanks are going to be your guys' baby. I'm not playing. It's all about you guys. What you guys want, so you guys need to let me know. You guys have a lot of stuff to answer here, and maybe I'll set up polls. Maybe after I listen and see what you guys have to say, and maybe I'll take the top 3 of every category that you guys talked about. Maybe with heaters, and then maybe do a poll on those and majority rules, and we just go with that. Internal flow pumps, return pumps, heaters, ATOs, all these things for you guys, and then maybe go ahead and do a poll, you know, the first or the top 2, maybe the top 3, depending on what you guys have to say. So, you guys, this is a beautiful system here. I'll be honest. But real quick, a couple things, or should I say, one thing I don't understand with the new tanks. Let me flip the camera back around real quick and point those out to you. Okay. As you guys see, I mean, the work of these aquariums is beautiful. I love, sorry for the blurriness, I love, the seams are really good. But one thing I never understand, which I see, is the bottom of the tank hanging over the door. That's one thing I don't understand. Now, I know the weight's here. I don't know. I guess it's fine. A lot of people have been running them. Oh, let me get that. There you go. That was the only thing that kind of threw me off, to be quite honest. Sorry for it trying to out of focus and with the light, but that, like I said, that was the only thing that kind of threw me off, to be honest. So that's the only thing that I kind of was like, I didn't understand the kind of floating of the front panel off the tank stand. But other than that, I love this. I love the tank. I think it's a very nice. If I didn't have the space that I had and needed to be in the hobby and just wanted to be in the hobby, this is probably one tank I would definitely go with. Especially after looking at West Coast Reefer and personally being there in front of his beautiful system that he set up. So, don't want to drag this out. Just wanted to say that that's what's going on. Now it's really up to your guys' comments on what we're going to do with this tank. So I'm looking forward to each and every one of you having your personal thoughts and personal opinions on what we should do with this aquarium. Don't hesitate. You know, I'm going to be listening very closely to what you guys have to say. So, once again, thanks guys for subscribing to this channel. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. If you're new, make sure you actually hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date on what we're doing with these tanks. Now, this is just one of 4. Keep that in mind. So, I'm letting you guys know in advance that we have 3 other tanks that will be coming at some point to do what if you couldn't do or we can't do because a majority ruled on this tank, then we can do it on these other ones as well. So, I'll catch you guys later. And with that being said, may God bless you all. Thank you.